Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Professor Protoss, and we're going to be going over how to become a good player at Starcraft. So you downloaded Starcraft Remastered and you want to get good. Or you've been playing the game for years and you destroyed the campaign, but you keep getting destroyed online. Well, no worries, you've come to the right place. I'm here to help. During my tutorial videos, we will learn how to transition from a helpless newbie to a soul-crushing, well maybe not soul-crushing, but an intermediate, pretty good winning player. And don't worry, no matter how new or bad you think you are, my guide will help you follow the path to being as good as you want to be, as long as you put the work in. This will be a several-part video series and will take some time, but if you put in the effort, it will pay off. So where do we start? Well, I've come up with a list of the most important things you need to learn as a StarCraft player for beginners. And that list is as follows. Number 1 is macro. Number 2 is multitasking. Number 3 is build orders. Number 4 is micro. And number 5 is strategy. Hey, you might be thinking, isn't this a real-time strategy game? And it is, you're right. But strategy is the least important thing you can do as a newbie. Trust me guys. We're going to focus on my list and I'll explain why. But this video today is about macro, and we're going to talk about what it is, why it's important, and how do we get good at macro. So let's start with what macro is. Macro, or short for macro management, is all about the economy. It's about building workers, mining minerals, mining gas, not getting supply blocked, and spinning your minerals and gas at all times. So today's video, we're going to play a game against a computer. We're going to build workers non-stop the entire video. And we're going to spend our money as quickly as possible without any sort of build order or any sort of strategy. Our goal is to just build a 200 out of 200 supply army as fast as we can, while simultaneously building workers the entire video. We might take some expansions, we might make some different units, carriers, zealots, whatever. That doesn't matter. The whole purpose of this video is to show you, number 1, why the worker is so important in StarCraft and why it would make you good at this game. Number 2 is why spending your money is more important than managing your army or having a strategy as a newbie. And number 3, how these things are going to help you get better. So, to start off, let's go ahead and open up Starcraft Remastered. We're going to create a single player game and a custom game versus a computer. This is something that you should be practicing all the time. You don't necessarily need to play against a player online to practice macro. What you need to do to practice macro is to build your workers all the time, non-stop, because they're the most important unit to getting good at this game. And I'm going to drill into your heads why that's important and why we need to spend our money. So I'm going to play a custom game. I'm going to load up Lost Temple. And I'm going to be Protoss because that's my main race. And I love Protoss. I'm going to make the computer Terran because I don't want to get rushed if there's Zerg. And mirror matches are kind of boring. So let's go ahead and get into it. So if you played StarCraft before, you should know that sending your workers to the minerals is the first thing you do. The next most important thing you need to do is hotkey your main structure here. Your Nexus, your hatchery, your command center. That way it's easy to go back and build workers at all times. So what I'm going to do and what I'm going to show you is that while I'm building workers the entire game, you'll notice that I'll always have enough minerals to build my next building in the build order. And I'm not going to follow a specific build order, but you'll see as my minerals start to climb up and my gas starts to climb up, that we'll have money to transition to the next thing. Which means that following a build order is not as important as building your workers and mining more minerals. Notice how I'm at 8 out of 9 supply, and I'm about to be supply blocked. But I just now have enough minerals to build a pylon. While I'm building that pylon, I'm going to still build more probes. And as soon as this probe finishes, this pylon should finish shortly after. And you'll notice that the whole time I'm building probes. My money is still going up. I'm still going to be building probes the entire time. But I'll still have enough money to go to the next structure. Okay, so I'm going to build another probe. I've got 2 building now. But you notice I almost have enough money for a gateway. So we'll go ahead and build a gateway. The whole purpose is to spend my money as fast as possible and keep building probes. This will assure that you have a huge army advantage, a huge economic advantage. I'm not even going to scout my opponent in this game, and I'm not even going to bother doing any sort of strategy. All I'm going to do is once I have enough money to build my next building, so look, I have 150 I can build in the simulator, is to keep building probes the entire game while building more stuff. So what we're going to practice, and what you guys should practice, hotkey your Nexus, your command center, your hatchery, build the basic worker units, and when you have the money, don't worry about the build order timing. Look, I'll make a zealot. Now I need another pylon because I'm getting close to pylon blocked. My simulator's done. I'll put these guys on gas. What you should be focusing on is this guy building in here. So even if I forget to rally my gateway, even if I forget my cybernetics core, it's late. The most important thing, build more probes, build more drones, build more SCVs. And look, even while building more probes, I can build another zealot, and my money is almost at 200. That means I think I can go ahead and just build a cybernetics core. Wow. I somehow trapped my probe, guys. I'm not fit to be your teacher. This is why people don't play on Lost Temple anymore. Look at this guy. How the heck did this happen? Anyways. Oh, probe finished. Build another probe. Zealot finished. Build another zealot. Oh, pylon blocked. Build another pylon. That is our goal today. Do not get supply blocked. Do not let your minerals get into the 500s. Do not stop building probes. Obviously, I'm pretty good at this. Well, maybe not obviously. I mean, I'm not playing that great. But I am pretty good at this. And you will not be as good as I am right now. It's hard to multitask at first. But the more you practice, the better you'll get. So now I'm building a zealot. I'm building a probe. I still have 150 minerals. Let's just build another gateway. Why not, guys? And while I'm still building my probes, and I'm building these 2 gateways here, and I'm building my zealot, I still have money. Let's build another pylon. I'm about to get supply blocked. So, like I said, do not let yourself get supply blocked. Do not let your minerals get into the 500s. Do not stop building. And you'll see how fast I can make my army and my units get to 200, 200. And at this lowest levels, this is way more important than me trying to do some fancy strategy of going carriers or some fancy micromanagement of army versus army. Look, and I have enough money for a Nexus. I'll go build another Nexus. Maybe I'll make some Dragoons. As long as I spend my money. So always make sure to hotkey your Nexus. Let's go ahead and hotkey our gateways. I'm going to hotkey them 4 and 5 and my Nexus 0. This guy, he's going to build me another base. I have the money, so why not? I'm going to build another pylon. Oh look, I'm not building a probe. Build another probe. Get back to mining. Our whole game plan, guys, is to build things as fast as possible and get to 200, 200 as fast as possible. Well, now I'm building too fast and I need more pylons. So it's okay. Just build another pylon. Build another probe. I'm going to keep doing this. We're going to hotkey our second Nexus now, guys. We're going to hotkey it to 9. Now we have my Nexuses hotkeyed to 0 and 9. Always make probes from Nexuses. It's the most important thing you can learn in this game. Always make units from your gateways. My Dragoon's almost done. I'll make another one. Now I have 2 bases almost, and I still have monies. And you can see that I'm still building Dragoons. I'm building probes. I'm building 2 Nexuses, but I still have money. So what do I spend it on? Well, let's spend it on tech. We'll build a citadel. Let's build another pylon. Why not? The build order doesn't really matter. What matters is I'm spending my money and I'm taking to another base. What you want to do is transfer your probes as soon as your Nexus finishes. And then you build more probes from here, build more probes from here. It's easy to switch back and forth between the 2 bases if you hotkey them. These Dragoons just finished. Let's build more. You know what, guys? This whole time I forgot. We didn't even upgrade Dragoon range. But you know what? Does it really matter? Yes, it does actually. Let's upgrade that. But now I have the money to upgrade it. I have my army here, which is probably much larger than my opponent's army. I have 2 bases, And I'm building probes non-stop between these two bases. Here he comes to attack me with the measly 4 Marines. But I have like 20 units, so it's nothing. It doesn't matter. I'm not even going to look. What we're going to do is build more probes. Oh, my Citadel's done? Let's build a Templar Archives. Let's build another pylon. Why not? Look, I'm not even close to supply blocked, and we'll build another pylon, because it doesn't matter. What matters is I'm spending my money. Let's take a third base and see what it's like to multitask between building units in all 3 bases. Let's keep building units in our gateways while we do this. Always build probes. Always build probes. I have a lot of money, so I'm going to build another gateway. I'm going to build a third nexus, and I'm going to hotkey this one to 8. So now I can go 0p probe, 9p probe, 8 would be p for probe, but it's not done yet. We'll build another pylon. We'll build another probe. And we'll build another gateway. In fact, let's build a bunch more gateways. Let's build 3 more gateways. Let's build another pylon. Let's rally these gateways. Let's build some more dragoons. Still got money. Let's build a forge. And let's keep building probes the entire time. I still have lots of money. Well, let's build more pylons. Oh, I didn't build my forge. Notice I'm trying to keep my money down as much as possible. I don't care what I build. I just want to spend my money and make probes. I don't care what my opponent's doing. I just want to spend my money and make probes. You'll find that if you do this a bunch of times versus a computer, it's more important than even trying to practice against other players online. Once you get the hotkeys down and get the part about building your units and your workers as quickly as possible, then we can transition into army management. Then we can transition into harassing or strategy. But right now, our focus is to build probes. Build probes. Build pylons. I don't care what my supply is. I want more pylons. Build more gateways. I have money. Let's build more gateways over here. Let's make upgrades. Let's make Zealot Speed. Let's make Templar Storm. Let's bring these guys over here and build another gateway. Let's keep building probes. Let's build more units. Mix it up. Build some Zealots. Build some Dark Templar. Build some High Templar. Alright guys, does it make sense? I want to build more probes. Look how much money and how fast I can build it. I can't even spend all my money on these 6 gateways. I don't even think 8's enough. Let's build 10. More gateways. But you notice this whole time, even if I have 10 gateways running, I'm still building probes. Let's go take a 4th base. And let's build a bunch of units. Oh my god, I broke my rule, guys. We got supply blocked. It's okay. Let's just build a bunch more pylons. I have the money, so why not? Your goal should be to not get supply blocked. If I was playing as good as I could, I probably wouldn't get supply blocked. The better you, the quicker you can build your pylons, spend your money, the less likely you are to get supply blocked, and the better you will be at this game. So now I still have a lot of money and I have 10 gateways. Let's go ahead and build 10 more units. And you notice that 3 bases is just enough for these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 gateways. But I'm going to have a 4th base soon. And I'm going to hotkey my 4th base to 7. So now we go 0p, 9p, 8p, 7. Does this make sense, guys? See my supply? I haven't even looked for my opponent or done anything. I'm just building units. If he were to attack me right now, I guarantee you I would crush him. Well, I mean, obviously it's a computer, but even if it was another player who was intermediate at this game. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna transfer probes. So you might be asking yourself, Chris, Professor Protoss, when do I stop building probes? Well, the short answer is, if you're asking when do you stop building probes, you're not building enough probes. You should always build probes. Once you get good at the game, then you'll know when to stop building probes. But right now, oh, I'm maxed out. There we go. Mission complete. Let's find out how long it took me. Let's go ahead and load a replay. And we'll say autosave. And the one from today. So remember guys, the importance of macro management. Do not get supply blocked. Build workers as much as you can. Spend your money on whatever you want. It doesn't matter. As long as it's not something ridiculous like scouts, because they're terrible. But spending your money, if your money starts to pile up, make more gateways, make more facilities that can build units, make more expansions. Keep making probes the entire time. Never stop making probes. Never stop making units. Never stop making pylons. You notice that even when I don't stop making probes, even when I don't stop making pylons, even when I don't stop making units, my money will pile up enough for me to start building the tech. Don't worry about the timing, okay? Right now we're focusing on getting your army out, getting your probes out, getting your bases out as quickly as possible. So in this game, just building randomly, it probably took me about 12, 13 minutes to max out. Let's find out. Alright, so the reason I'm showing you this is because it's important. It took me 12 minutes and 36 seconds to max army. Keep playing against computers, keep doing the same thing over and over, and time yourself. How long did it take you to get to your max army without doing anything else? You'll realize that the more you keep doing this, the quicker you can do it. Some pro players can get max army in 9 minutes, 8 minutes, well maybe not 8, 9, 10 minutes. You'll find that if you have a max army at 9 minutes and you're playing against an opponent who doesn't know how to build their army as quickly as you, who doesn't know how to macro and is focusing on other things, you're gonna crush them. Your 200 army, doesn't matter how you macro it, doesn't matter what your strategy is. If I was playing against a computer or a person who doesn't know how to macro properly, and you guys are macroing as good as you can, and you can get to a max army at this time, 12 minutes and 36 seconds, I guarantee you I can attack, move, and crush most players. So that's it for my video today. Next video, if you like this video, we're going to talk about multitasking, why that's important, how you can practice multitasking. But the homework for you guys today from Professor Protoss is to go play against a computer a bunch of times and don't worry about anything. Don't worry about winning. Don't worry about microing. Don't worry about a strategy. Build probes, spend your money, build your gateways, max out as quick as possible, and try to beat that record. My record for this video is 12 minutes 30 seconds. Let me know in the comments how fast you maxed out, and let's see who can do the best time. Until then, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.